Video games are pretty cool. A marriage of creativity and technology, games are unlike any other entertainment medium. Games have evolved from the beeps and bits of Pong and can offer beautiful, massive, emotionally resonant experiences. And as the technology has evolved, so has the industry grown. In 2016, video games were a $99.6 billion industry. But underneath this growth and these increasingly profound experiences lies a level of deep-seated misogyny that has metastasized into harassment campaigns targeting women in and around the industry. For a long time, video games have mostly been made for men and boys. Some of the most memorable and enduring games feature stories of male protagonists rescuing princesses and being rewarded with their love. But women make up an increasingly large amount of people who play video games. In 2016, 41% of video game players were women. And as their numbers increase, women are beginning to become more outspoken about how they are treated in video game culture.
Hello, my name is Allie Cheney, and I've been playing video games all my life. And I would say the impact that my gender has had on my role in online video games has been mostly negative. For example, if I'm playing a support hero, such as Mercy in Overwatch, I know that if I am that hero, and I do use my voice, there is such a stigma around females playing support heroes that I will get utterly bombarded on. I always get comments like, oh, you know, it's a female, they always play Mercy, they can't play anything else, when in reality, I hardly ever play support, I'm always offense roles.
From my conversations with other women who play video games, Allie's experience is par for the course. Women are constantly derided and rejected from participating in video game culture. There are many social and economic factors that resulted in men acting this way, but ultimately, none of those matter. It doesn't matter how we got here because all of it flies in the face of basic human decency. No one should be excluded from a hobby based on their gender. But this culture of misogyny and exclusion is pretty much the norm, and that culture has given rise to the movement called GamerGate. On paper, GamerGate is a movement concerned with, quote, ethics in games journalism. In reality, it is a group of misogynists whose sole objective is to push women, and those who sympathize with their plight, out of video games entirely. GamerGate launched in 2013 after a man posted on the internet claiming that his ex-girlfriend cheated on him. This ex-girlfriend is Zoe Quinn, developer of the game Depression Quest. According to her ex-boyfriend, Zoe slept with Nathan Grayson, a writer for video game website Kotaku, so that Nathan would write a positive review of Depression Quest. She immediately became the target of harassment online, but Nathan Grayson never reviewed Depression Quest. Not only were claims made about Quinn's sexual history, but the part of the claims that caused a public uproar was a complete fabrication.
Instantly they dived into find where she lives, find where all these people live, what are we going to do about her, can we hack her email, like instantly. And then all of these accounts started being made to yell at me on Twitter, to talk about really disgusting personal details, to make photoshops of me, and talk about, like, make really disgusting sexual comments.
Like Allie when she tried to play games online, Quinn was targeted for simply being a woman in the games industry. Men did not believe that she deserved to be there, so they threatened to beat, rape, and kill her. What was once a safe space for her expression was now the most dangerous place she could be.
I used to go to game events and feel like I was going home, and now it's just like, are any of the people that I'm currently in a room with the ones that said that they wanted to, like, beat me to death?
GamerGate quickly spread to others. If you were an outspoken woman in the video game industry, you were a target of GamerGate. This was, and still is, the most public display of mass misogyny in recent history. GamerGate was picked up by conservative political commentator Milo Yiannopoulos and became a driving force behind Donald Trump's presidential campaign. In 2017, GamerGate has reshaped not only video game culture, but our entire society. And it's gross. But people are fighting back. In 2015, Zoe Quinn started an online abuse helpline called Crash Override, and this year she released a memoir of the same name. These are the kind of steps necessary to reform video game culture into a space where people of any gender and race are accepted.
Personally, I love games. I love the people who make them and the people who play them, and I'm not going anywhere.